A way to find the sun. Tell me all that you know. Show me what you
Good morning.
have to show.
The geese are flying south, but we're off west today. We've got some friends staying with us. Drunk a little bit too much last night, so we're going out to let the wind blow the cobwebs away today, and we're going for a river walk following the Derwent over in the Hope Valley. We've got an amazing mooring spot here. We've got our own little landing spot here. There's a pub over there, nice and quiet, brilliant, and you can even get a bus just over the bridge into Retford, so that's what we might do. But for now we're tromping down the towpath to meet our friends who are in a campsite a bit further down. Henry's had a birthday yesterday, so he's still riding high on that. And our friend's camping spot is literally 5 minutes walk from where we're moored. A certified camping area, which means you can have up to 5 vans staying there. Quite quirky, brilliant, works out really well. Hello. What? Oh yeah, ermine. Oh, I see. That's where you got the name from. I've never heard of an ermine.
No, I haven't either, but I sort of surmised.
He looks like he might spit at you.
Yeah.
Do you think those turkeys are for Christmas?
It might be sweet men, like
Oh, I'm never sure about that red wattle.
no.
Hello, but your feathers are very pretty. They are. Their faces are not very pretty, but
That's lovely feathers.
lovely feathers.
Same like the snotty nose.
Yeah, I saw a dipper back there.
What do you do when a huge tree has fallen across the path? Cut some steps into it. Very clever. And they've crisscrossed it on the top to make it less slippy. Although this is a very slippy trail today, we've skidded along it. Another day, another adventure. Today we are coming into Chesterfield, which is at the end, or was at the end of the Chesterfield Canal, but is no longer. It's about 14 miles to the actual navigable canal, although there is a short section here which has day boats on it. It's not very inspiring, the entrance to Chesterfield, because it's been dissected by this road from the station. But today they're having a grand reopening of their market, so we thought we'd come in and have a look. Today it's the flea market, which has limited attraction for us because there's no room for anything else in the boat, but there's fruit and veg. I think it's the most popular day of the week, the flea market, and it all goes all the way down there as well. I mean, it's good that Chesterfield has got this big market going. There's the crooked steeple up there. It's a bit of a hodgepodge, Chesterfield. It's got nice bits in it, but the town planning has allowed for a not particularly attractive mix, and Marks and Spencer's have gone to the outskirts. That doesn't help. So I'd say it's still struggling a bit here. It's extraordinary. Well, it is Tuesday and we're out again in the peaks, and this is probably our last walk of the season because in the next couple of days we have to turn our boat around and head off to the River Trent because we're actually going to be winter mooring in Lincoln. The Chesterfield, it doesn't seem, has any spare moorings. So we've taken the opportunity to have a last walk out on a fantastic autumn day, and I've seen that there's some nice mushrooms up and around this area. We're walking from Grindleford to Hathersage via Padley Gorge, which is beautiful. So mushroom spotting it is, and having a look at the very early autumn colours. It feels old up here. There's lots of gnarly old oaks and the ground is covered in acorns. When we went on the walk the other day with Ray and Julia, we had the problem of acorns underfoot. They make you slip like walking on scree. There's tons this year. It looks like there's a bit more water flowing than last time I was here, which is good to see. Not enough yet, but every little helps. I don't know what's going on today. We're barely a mile from the start and we've seen 3 people fall over already. All of them are fine. Not one of them had a trekking pole, which makes you into a tripod and stops you falling. The last lady we saw slipped on the acorns, which are really slippery. You always need a trekking pole, I think, when you go out walking. It stops accidents and gives you stability and helps your knees when you're going downhill. Well, we've left Padley Gorge behind and we're up on the moors, and there's lots of these which look like chanterelles, but we think they're false chanterelles, which you don't want to eat. Not entirely sure, but they're definitely not chanterelles. The chanterelle smells like apricots and it has folds, whereas this has gills and it doesn't smell like apricots. People are fooled by them. I think some walkers in Scotland a few years ago got poisoned by false chanterelles, so you have to be careful. Lots of people out on the tops today. There's someone up there with a really long pole. What do you think it's a camera, Henry?
Phone, probably.
A phone? Or do you think he's trying to get a signal?
No, he might be filming or something.
Really?
That's definitely a phone. Or
It looks like it's a phone on the end of a fishing line, fishing rod.
GoPro.
How weird. I think I'd get a drone. We stopped for some lunch. There's no wind at all. It's just beautifully warm. And I've made some little apricot nutty coconut bars. Don't have any sugar in them, but they're still hellish sweet, based on a base of date, but they are nice. We've gone a bit off piste now and we're making a very quick descent down. You have to watch your footing here. I think this is used by rock climbers, this path, because there's quite a few over there. So we've got to go down there. Hopefully one step at a time and not with a roll. This is a bum swizzle down here. I just slid down. But I've seen something fantastic over here. We came down this way because of all the birch trees. Can you see what I can see? Let's go and explore. And I have just found my first bolitas. Whoops! In my excitement. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there's one next to it. Wow. Ooh. Oh, and another. Ooh, fantastic. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Look at those. They haven't got their spots on because it's rained, so the spots will have been washed off. But they are beautiful. We've just found the best ones of all, the proper seps. This little wood is like the ones that you see in books, full of mushrooms that you never actually find in real life. And we just have. Lovely little collection of sulphur tuft there. Well, we've just come to the end of Wynwood, and looks like there's been an accident here at some point. The poor notice board has suffered, as no doubt the driver of the car did. Hopefully someone will come and tidy this all up at some point. I don't know what must have happened there. Came down there a bit fast, I guess. And these are my favourite mushrooms. They're parasols, but unfortunately for us, these ones have seen their best. They're gregarious. You quite often find them grouping like this.
They usually have a double ring, but maybe it's because they're... Oh, that has.
Yeah, I think they're at their best probably about 3 or 4 days ago. A year ago. We're just tromping our way down into the back of Hathersage now. And it's really neat to end up here because it was the first place we came to way back in July, I think, when we started exploring the peak, so it's a nice symmetry to finish here as well. We might be able to get out here again in the winter, it's possible, but from Lincoln to Sheffield and then into the peaks, it's starting to get to be quite a long journey. But it would be nice to come out here when there was some snow. Snow's not something we get much of down in Sussex, if at all. So it's always really exotic to us. Anyway, we're trying for a cup of tea now. We didn't bring our tea making bits today, so we're gasping now. So back at the boat, and I've sliced the sep up really thin. It's got no worm in it at all, so it can be used fresh like this. And that will go on the lettuce, and then sliced up some parmesan with the potato peeler, really thin as well. And then a simple French dressing all over it. And that is one of the nicest ways to eat a fresh sep, just like that. Goes a long way too. And the rest of the mushrooms have been sliced up nice and thin, and I'll dehydrate them on the stove, ready for winter stews. They give lots of flavour. Wow, we've just spotted a deer on the towpath, and we're in the middle of Retford. That's amazing. There's a skateboard park just behind him. Whoops, he knows we're here. I don't know how well he can see us through the glass. I think he's looking at us though, isn't he? He's obviously used to people, because behind us there's lots of allotments, and I've seen a deer running around in there. And I guess all the kids are at school, so it's quiet over there, but That's amazing just to see him there. He's come for a little drink, hasn't he? I think he wants to... Wow, look at that. His little white bobby tail. Back at the boat, and we've really made the most of our last full week on the Chesterfield. And sadly we'll be leaving it in the next few days. But before we go, Henry's got a few jobs to do before we go out onto the River Trent again. You have to do a couple of things. You're doing the water and the oil, aren't you?
Yeah, I've done the water and the oil. I'm just putting some grease into the stern gland greaser. It's just about finished.
It's nice to know before you go out on a river that everything is tickety-boo.
Yeah.
So that will be beginning of next week. And we're just going to do a big shop because there's not many places to get food from on the rest of the Chesterfield. And then that will be it. Down to the end, down to West Stockwith and down the River Trent to Lincoln. So that's it for this video. See you on the next one. There'll be a couple more before the end of the season and before I go back to work in Brighton. So have a good week, everyone. See you on the next video. Bye for now.
In the moon,